you seem to have changed over the years. You once said Iran was not a threat. Now you say it is. You once proposed ending foreign aid to Israel. You now support it, at least for the time being. And you once offered to drastically cut. Once drastically wanted to cut defense spending, and now you want to increase it 16%. So I just wonder if you've mellowed out.
Why don't you let me explain instead of talking over me, okay?
All right. Oh, boy. Joining us now on the Malzberg panel is Seton Motley, founder of Less Government, and Adam Thompson, senior partner of the Adam Thompson Law Offices and also criminal defense attorney, Syndicated talk show host. All right, guys. Seton, he did this, and the whole media has gone nuts. The Washington Post, that Rand Paul has a woman problem. Wolf Blitzer asked him about it yesterday. Megyn Kelly grilled him yesterday. I mean, this is what the narrative has turned to after a great announcement. And, there are legitimate questions to ask him, but implying or stating that he has a problem with women because he perceived a couple of women asking him obnoxious questions and he reacted is just, typical par for the course.
Yeah, he'll never get a male interviewer again in his entire career. They'll just keep throwing women at him. So he's now. You remember when Peter DeFazio, what was his name? The guy who ran against Hillary Clinton for Senate.
Oh no, Rick Lazio. He walked over to her. Yeah, that
was the first major. You're sexist if you ever challenge your woman opponent ever again. Look, Rand Paul's not my first choice. But I'm really thrilled that he's running if he's going to continue to do things like this. Did you see today where he's challenged his interlocutor at the moment? Have you yet asked Debbie Wasserman Schultz from the Democrat National Committee why she's okay with killing 7-pound babies in utero simply because they haven't been born yet? I love pushing back against the media. It's fabulous. It's high time we did it. One of the reasons Romney lost in 2012 was because of people like Candy Crowley saving Obama from himself with false information, and George Stephanopoulos starting the war on women meme with his ridiculous question at a left field in a Republican primary. Let's not kowtow to these people. Let's not play the old Jurassic Park media game. Let's challenge them when we can, and let's not use them when we can.
Yeah, Adam, this reaction by the media is really what you would expect.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the reaction from the media, but I applaud Rand Paul for just coming straight out and being on the offensive. Listen, if people are going to pose questions to you, number one, get an opportunity to respond. The question asked in that clip you showed was like 4 different points that he would have to comment on. Why not ask point 1, get an answer, point 2, get an answer? So I like that he immediately jumped in and he's defending himself. America wants a leader who's going to speak out, speak the truth, and not be afraid of these kind of confrontations and correcting the record when it's wrong. I think it shows he's strong. I don't have a problem with any of it. I applaud that he did it.
And Seton couldn't be more right. We have a Gimme 5 coming up on this, by the way, at the top of the hour or near the top of the hour, and more on what Rand Paul said in response to Debbie Wasserman Schultz, basically saying that abortion should be between a woman and her doctor right up until the day before, delivery. And that is an outrageous, outlandish, radical, leftist, out of touch feeling to have. And as Rand Paul said to Wolf Blitzer and others, that appears to be the Democratic Party's platform. And if that's what Hillary's going to run on, I'm glad we have a candidate here who's willing to talk about it and not concede it and run away, Seton.
Yeah, and listen, I'm very thankful. Look, Ted Cruz is certainly no shy retiring violet either.
Yep.
I'm glad we have more of these people who aren't. Look, I'm not afraid of candidate Hillary Clinton. I'm afraid of the establishment Republicans' response, reaction, and approach towards candidate Hillary Clinton.
No, that's a very
Hillary
good
Clinton
point.
is eminently beatable unless we run a squishy, moderate, and I don't mean just squishy ideologically. I mean, we don't want to offend her. We challenge her, and she loses.
All right, then we got to have the political advisory committee of Malzberg, Motley, and Thompson. And I put you last, Adam, and me first because I'm doing it alphabetically off the top of my head. Anyway, let's move on to the polls. And there's a new Quinnipiac poll out. And it shows that in Colorado, Rand Paul leads Hillary Clinton 44-41. In Iowa, Rand Paul leads Hillary Clinton 43-42. And in Virginia, Hillary is up by just 4 points on Rand Paul. And of course, there have been previous polls that show in Pennsylvania and in Florida, Rand Paul is beating Hillary. So let's digest those numbers. We'll come back. We'll start with that when we come back with part 2 of the Malzberg panel. Don't go away, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with part 2 of the Malzberg panel, and it's Seton Motley and Adam Thompson. And when we left, I gave you the latest poll numbers in Colorado, Iowa, Virginia, Florida, Pennsylvania, and it all looks good for Rand Paul going head-to-head with Hillary Clinton, Seton.
Well, it's a long way away. I think, look, Rand Paul just announced, so he may ascend some more. They polled right at his beginning, and they're polling right after Emailgate. Which unfortunately for Hillary will be long gone by the time she actually announces and then runs for president. So these snatches in time are somewhat interesting to discuss, but they're not really reflective 16 months out or whatever we are from the actual election.
No, good point, but it's better to be ahead anyway than to be behind, right, Adam?
As long as they don't do what Romney did at the first debate and sit on the ball for the rest of it.
It is too early, but it's always better to show that instead of being lagging behind, you're tied or you're ahead. Because what this does reflect is that Hillary Clinton is losing some momentum or steam. Because before she had bigger leads or bigger spaces, now they're closed in, which means that the announcement of different Republican candidates or conservative candidates is gaining traction. And it's also a reflection on character and trustworthiness, because the more that we explore Clinton's background, you see that there's a lot of problems, and these new candidates maybe don't have those same problems, and that shows that she's not invincible, folks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, the world's falling apart at the seams, and Barack Obama is on the case, because today he's out there talking about banning therapy for gay kids or transgender kids if their parents want to take them to therapy to try to quote-unquote change them back. And, of course, we have the White House now installing gender-neutral bathrooms. So you can see what's important to this president, and he's doing what he feels in his heart.
He's not on the case, he's on the cake, the gay wedding cake. This is his priority. He's a domestic transformational president by any means necessary. To the extent that he cares about foreign policy, it's to domestically he wants to punish his enemies and reward his friends. Internationally, he wants to reward his enemies and punish his friends.
That's because they're not his friends, Adam. He doesn't consider Israel his friend. He considers the Ayatollah lunatic in Iran his friend.
Yeah, he doesn't have the relationship with Netanyahu or Israel that we all wish he did, and that other administrations have shown support for. Listen, I'm all for equality. If he can make across the board gay and lesbian rights better, that's a good thing. It's a positive. I'm glad he's focusing on that. Anything that brings everybody closer together and promotes equality is good. But we do have a lot of other things going on around the globe that seem to take a little more precedence.
I don't know how close together you want to. I don't know how close together everybody should be in the bathroom. To be honest with you, I
think what's going on in Iran certainly takes precedence over a gender-neutral bathroom.
Yeah, I would say so. All right, now, good news. The University of Michigan has reversed itself, and they are showing the movie American Sniper, despite the fact that you had reportedly Muslim students and Palestinian students who got it closed down at first. And hats off to Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh, who said, I'm going to show it, we're going to show it, and if people don't like it, too bad, Adam.
Yeah, I'm 100% in favor of that. This is all about censorship. You can either go to the movie or choose not to go to the movie. To ban a particular movie because some groups on campus don't like it, that's as big a First Amendment violation as you can get.
Yeah, but Seton, that's the way it is. Seton, that's the way it is on college campuses today.
Colleges for dummies. Yeah, I went to college, and never in my entire collegiate career did I suffer such a dearth of things to do that I watched a movie on campus.
At Brooklyn College, when I went there, we actually got locked in the student union building during club hours by some radical campus group that was protesting something. They chained the doors shut. But that's for another time. Adam Thompson, Seton Motley, thank you very much. Give me 5 is next, folks. Don't go away.